Well, we are nearing the end of October, and that means we're nearing the end of Mental Health Awareness Month. So joining us now, advocate and author Brett Francis. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me today.
Well, welcome back. You've been speaking and writing and hosting and everything about mental health and helping people overcome the struggles for like a decade now. And it's because, the reason that your voice is listened to so much about this is because you have dealt with it, and you deal with it every day.
Absolutely. It really is challenging every day, but a lot of people think that it has to cripple them every day as well. But I'm of the mindset where it doesn't have to cripple you. Yeah, sure, it can be a really big struggle. Who isn't it a big struggle for? But it doesn't always have to take away who you are and what you do.
Yeah, your point of view is one we haven't heard a lot of. We know that this is an illness, right? Sick, not weak is the mantra. But your message is to take the sickness and turn it into, you call it a superpower, right? Make these things positives.
Absolutely. So, for example, if I didn't have Tourette syndrome, I wouldn't be where I am today with my career. I wouldn't be doing what I do if I didn't go through all that stuff. If I didn't have OCD, I wouldn't be organized enough to run a business on my own. If I didn't have ADHD, I wouldn't be creative and I wouldn't be able to have the mind that I do. If I didn't have anxiety, I'm very thankful for that some days and others not so much. But anxiety really gives me just a continuing drive to be who I am, to be energetic, to be enthusiastic, and to be optimistic, even though sometimes it's the complete opposite.
Now, this message, it has resonated. Last time you were here, I think you brought your new book at the time, and now that book has become an international bestseller because it does list ways that people can take their struggles and turn them into these superpowers, right?
Absolutely it does. It's the smallest little things, and sometimes we don't look for those things, and, we look for the negative in everything, and we want to focus on the negative. And that's our society right now, right? Focus on what's not going right. All of the news, everything, we don't ever hear even our coworkers say, hey, I really like this about myself. We just live in a society where we're never good enough anymore. And we are good enough. We definitely are, and we can choose. We certainly don't have the choice of our mental health and the diagnoses that we have, but we absolutely have the choice in our behavior and how we choose to look at the challenges that are put in front of us.
And of course, if I may, since it is Mental Health Month, the first step really is to seek help, right? I lost my brother-in-law this summer. And nobody really knew, right? You gotta come out and you gotta realize that this is happening. You know that you're sick. And the first step is accept that and ask for some help, right?
Absolutely. I asked for my own help, but before I even asked for help, one of the biggest things that I did, and I would recommend other people as well, is that you educate yourself a little bit. Get to know, what is this? What does it mean for me? Do some trial and error, because if you don't know what you're experiencing, how do you expect a psychologist or psychiatrist to be able to help you if you can't, alliterate or tell them really what's going on? And, I lost one of my best friends to suicide in 2011. Same situation. Nobody had any idea. He just kind of cut off all ties. And unfortunately, here we are today, 7 years later, without him.
Yeah, no, it is Mental Health Month. So if you are sick, reach out. And Brett, where can we find your wealth of information that you have accumulated on this?
Yeah, I'm on my website, brettspeaks.com, and also Facebook and Twitter at Brett Speaks Now.
All right, there it is. Thank you so much for coming in and sharing your story with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.